They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The give to the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Well, this running back has been the only guy obviously who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. They'll try to get the first through the air. Wide open downfield. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the ground with the back. Runs for the tackle. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
The Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Working on the right. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
It's so hard for these DBs to try to match up with this guy one-on-one in the back end. He's just too big, and he's just able to run the corner out-muscle everybody for the football, and haul in the catch.
And the Badgers have their offense in high gear. They go to the ground. Got some room in into the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Badgers!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Card in the backfield. It's Hendricks. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Fakes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Coffee. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down from 38. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Takes the handoff. It's Hendricks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And a really nice setup here to take a shot if they want. 3 receivers to the right. Off the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Hendricks. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give on the inside. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Using his legs, it's Velasquez. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll bring it back. He'll bring it out of the end zone. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. To the air on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Picked off. Bringing it back. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. He makes a grab. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They just needed inches. Instead, they lost 3 feet. What a play by the defense.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
He might want another play. On fourth down, trying to find his man. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to Pop with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with his third possession. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. He makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
The Badgers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Takes it from the gun on third down. Makes the grab on the left. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking down the middle. He's got the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. We always talk about the Wisconsin ground game, but the Badgers have had some efficient quarterbacks in recent years, too.
And just finding the guy that fits, right? They're a scheme fit, a system fit. Find that guy that can be a complement to the run game. That's what you want with a great Wisconsin offense.
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to him on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a hit. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the Badgers will try to pick it up on 4th down. They'll run for it. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it one.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the 1st quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
The Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play-action fake. Under fire. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got him this time. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Badgers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Bringing the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. The running back has it. Some of this, they'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Green. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Gets it out quickly. And they'll knock him down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
And the Badgers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Quick release on the RPO. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage is going to be.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Release to the back. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Sends it back in motion. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This offense looking at a 3rd down after that last completion. He's looking downfield to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. This time it's complete. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Tight end now in motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around, he's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Using the quick game. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Let's go! Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He wants to throw it again. Quickly to the tight end. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Pulls it in. It's Hendricks. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Gonna run it. It's Hendricks. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
Looking to throw on first down. Snags it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Great example of complementary football there. First, the defense comes away with the takeaway, and then offensively, you go to the ground game, being physical at the point of attack, running it in for a touchdown, and now you have the lead with not a lot of time left. They've now put all the pressure back on their opponent.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Move the tight end. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Out of the backfield, he's open. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Gets open down the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, no mystery here. 3rd in California, late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
Down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Complete to the left. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Man, these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes. And how about you throw in the corner route where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great catch.
And the Badgers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The hand to the running back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up 1st without scoring. The give to the tailback. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Listen, they've got the lead here in the fourth.
I know it hasn't always been pretty for this guy throughout the course of the game, but David, he has shown tremendous mental toughness. He just keeps going back on the field, and he keeps taking his shots. He looked really good on that last drive throwing the football, and now gives his team the lead.
And he has struggled. That's his first passing touchdown. But in the moment when his team needed it the most, in a 2-minute drill when it's the hardest, he puts it together, goes down the field, and takes the lead for his football team.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys. Take a look at this. Florida Atlantic is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Air Force. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Going right to work up top. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Complete to the left. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hendricks. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Wants to go up top on first down. A shot for the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable